Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the No Money Spent Road to Glory, and today we are going to go through the final game of all time, not all time, Jesus, we're not there yet, the final game of Historic Domination. So it is going to be the Historic NBA Stars, and they're rocking up with a Galaxy Opal MJ, 3 pink diamonds, and then a Diamond Dr. J as well. So we're going to get plenty of tokens for it, and we're going to get that Diamond Dale Ellis, which is super nice. So since yesterday's video, I have played the, the Historic West Stars, and that got us plenty of tokens. As you can see in the top right, we're sitting at 318. From the agenda today, we're going to go ahead and get one more. So we need to go ahead and purchase a gold power forward, and we're going to get 1 token for this. And again, I would always suggest you guys just check on the agenda. If there's any that's for tokens or for packs, you need to be doing it because they are the easiest things to do in the game. Was it even not a power forward? Was it a small forward? It just was a small forward, wasn't it? Jesus Christ. Make sure you get the right one. That would definitely help you out and save you a little bit of MT and a little bit of time. But there we go. We're going to pick up RJ Barrett, and then we'll get our token for that. So nice and easy. And we get up to 319 tokens now. So tokens are not a problem in the slightest. We're absolutely flying. And as you saw by the auction outcomes, Ralph LaFrance has sold, or Rafe LaFrance. I'm so glad I don't have to say his name anymore because we've got 65,000 MT for him. And let's just take a quick look at his price now. Let's see if we got undercut or not. And oh my god, look at that. There's one for 55,000. So we did, I knew yesterday, in yesterday's video I said I need to get him sold before his price crashes. I don't know why I thought it would, but I just thought his price was too high for an Amethyst at this point in the game, and I was right, and he's now down at 55,000 MT. So we got so lucky selling him for 65,000. So I'm really happy with myself for that. We did play a couple more games of Trip that are offline yesterday, so it had that bonus 300 MT per time the vault opened. So I played 6 games, and the vault actually opened 5 times in a row, from 190 wins to 195, opened every time. Out of 3 of them, we got a gold consumables pack. Out of 1 of them, we got a Spotlight KG pack. And out of the other one, we got 1,000 MT. And then the final game, it didn't open, and it was past the time of that little bonus. So I stopped at 196, but we're doing really well. Nearly a 5th of the way completed, which is just ridiculous. Feels like I played so many games of it, and we're only a 5th of the way there. But we might get this Diamond Jason Williams in the next couple of videos and see if he is any good. But of course, all of this has been absolutely perfect for evoing cards, which we will talk about in a second, but we'll get through these packs first. And then we've also got a Legacy George Mikan pack to open from the daily rewards, or the daily login for today. So we've got that. Hopefully we can get something nice out of that. We never got anything good out of these daily login packs. I saw Shake a couple of days ago get KD out of the Lights Out pack, which is just ridiculous. Like, that is some insane luck. So we'll do the Spotlight KG one first. We've had so many of these packs, it feels like. I'm really fed up of opening them. Not going to lie, we get a Sapphire. Is it from the set? No, it's not. It is Draymond Green, who will sell for discard value. And then we've got the Legacy George Mikan Award pack. So let's take a look and see who we're going to get out of this one. Is it going to be anybody nice? No, it is not. It is a silver player, though. That is decent. Alonzo Trier coming in as a silver player. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if he's got any value. Hopefully he does. Silvers obviously all do have about 2,500 MT value. Looks like he's about 3 to 3.5k. That's actually really nice. I'll take that. So 3,500 for Alonzo Trier. That is fantastic. And as you can see, we're up to 177,000 now. So our MT amount is slowly creeping back up. We've got a couple of shoes to discard there as well. It's going to be another 1,000 MT. So if you aren't doing this, you really need to, because it is literally just free MT sitting in your club. Now, if you get any of them that are 3-point ratings, you want to be selling them. I probably discarded one without even checking there. But you want to be selling them in the auction house, because anything that boosts a 3-pointer will sell for a little bit. A logo, let's get rid of that. As usual, we are keeping our club squeaky clean. And we are having nothing in here that is actually worth any MT, because MT values fluctuate so much, and I'd much rather have a lot sitting in the bank in the top right rather than just sitting in my club collecting dust. So we'll get rid of Draymond as well. And then let's move on down to the Evo section. So Bob Love only needs 4 more rebounds, and he is done for rebounds. And we're about a 5th of the way there on points. He's nearly at 500, which is fantastic. Really happy with his progress. Junior Bridgman, 36 steals out of the 50. That is the most important thing on him. Once we get that done, points will be nice and easy. And Chuck Person, haven't really focused him on him at all. And actually, let's see if there are any up in the auction, because last time we checked, there wasn't a single diamond up, and I've never actually seen a diamond one up of him. There we go, so 85k on that one. God damn, that is pretty mad, considering we paid like 6k or 7k for him. If we can sell him for something like 50k, that'll be a massive bit of progress and profit. But the first one we're going to do is this Bob Love. So today we're going to be focusing on scoring with him, and this is the squad we're going to be using. So I just chucked this Bob Thurr in here, into the lineup instead of Scott Skiles, because if we come down here, Bob Thurr, he needs assists. And I know in yesterday's video I said I wasn't going to do Cliff Robertson, Mo Peterson, Mahmood and Bob Thurr until way later in the game, but he needs assists. I don't have anyone in my squad that needs assists at the moment, so it just makes sense to have him in there. We won't force it with him, but if he gets a couple of games, that is going to get him there nice and quickly. So today we are going to be picking up 18, and that's, we're going to get 23 tokens today, which is going to put us over like 340 tokens, maybe 342 I think. So 342 tokens, that's going to be really nice. And of course we're going to get this Diamond Dale Ellis added into the squad. Now I've got loads of comments from yesterday's videos. If you missed it, I double uploaded over the weekends. We had 2 videos Saturday, 2 videos Sunday, and I've got all the comments from Sunday's videos to go through today. I've actually got some really interesting ones, and some ones that you guys are going to want to stick around and listen for, and obviously listen out to see if your comment gets read out. So we need to win the game and earn over 825 MT to get the 3 stars in this one and get that Diamond Dale Ellis. So should be nice and easy. I average around 1,100 to 1,200 MT throughout these challenges, and you can see their squad there. So they've got a couple more pink diamonds off the bench, and I imagine plenty more diamonds as well. So yeah, kind of mad. And the MJ, Magic and Tim Duncan all become Galaxy Opals after their coach boosts. I think it was MJ was the only actual Galaxy Opal at the start of the game, so that's pretty wild. But yeah, I haven't struggled too much in the last game that I just played against the West. Before I recorded this, I won by like 20 points, so nice and easy. So we're going to put in our settings as usual, and this will definitely make it easy for you guys if you are struggling. So tight on ball, tight off ball, go over on screens for the centre and just for all your other players. And then we want no help when they are driving down. And then on the offensive settings, we want to put in the old tried and trusted quick through STS play from the Nets playbook, and we'll assign it to Bob Love as well, because as you guys know, he sells for still like 120, 130k, so I need to get him evoed as quickly as I can, get him sold, and really make a bit of profit, because I don't want to happen to him what's happened to that Rafe Lafrentz, oh my god, I hate his name so much, Rafe Lafrentz. I don't want to have the same thing that happened to him and his value crash in like a couple of days, because a few days ago he was selling for like 75k, and it went down to 65k yesterday, and I got so lucky that he actually sold, because if it came to today, we'd have lost like another 15k, and that would have really sucked. So thankfully it didn't get to that point, and yeah, we've got now nearly 200k MT in the bank, which is fantastic. Going into all-time domination as well, we're going to be making quite a bit more MT per game, around 2,500 MT per game, and of course we're going to be getting loads of we're going to be getting loads of tokens to go with that as well. One more thing, I actually do need to get the steals with Junior Bridgman, so we'll put him on Magic Johnson. You know, chances are he won't get many steals, but even if he gets 1 or 2 in the game, that's going to be more than worth it. They're going to drive inside against Bob Love there, and of course we do still need a couple more rebounds with him, so we'll stay on the off-balling with him, and that was some really nice defense. So offensive settings, 4 out or 1 in. We want to go crash the offensive boards, and we want to go push the pace. Now this is my first time using this Bob Thurr, so I'm not sure what to expect from him. He's got the gold quick first step badge that has been popping up a little bit. That is an open mid-range for him. We'll take that. He's going to brick it, and Bob Love was so close on the rebound. Bob Thurr, I believe, his Emerald card, he had one at the start of the year. I don't know why I struggled to say Emerald there. His Emerald card at the start of the year was really nice, and that had nice dunking and good shooting, so I imagine this one has much the same in terms of stats, but just quite a bit better. And of course he's got good height. I believe he's a 6'5" point guard, so he's coming in with some nice height, some good dunking, and some good 3-point shots. I'm not sure how that was not a steal there, but that is some good defense from Bob Love. He's been actually really, really nice. Getting the rebounds with him hasn't been too bad because he does get the glass cleaning takeover. So as soon as he gets that takeover, it is so easy to see where the rebounds are going to be. And how is that 70% contested when Tim Duncan is standing behind me? I have no idea. We've got PJ Tucker in the game because obviously we don't want him to be stealing any rebounds from our main guy, Bob Love. So let's try Bob Sura's dribble move. So a little nice behind the back there, and that gets us straight to the rim. Even on superstar difficulty, you can just rim run in this game, which shows how flawed it is. Again, not sure how that's not a steal, but there we go. Chuck Person does not get the steal on that one. Damn, this CPU team are not going to be messing about in this game. MJ's going to brick the 3, and can someone just explain what happened there? I don't think anybody can. We don't get the ball. What has just happened there? I was just praising Bob Love for his rebounding ability, and then he goes and does that, so I'm not entirely sure what malfunction just happened there. They're going to get a couple of scores early on in this one. Did I put in my defensive settings? I'm not sure if I did, to be honest, but let's try and get some pick and roll action going. Sometimes, or a lot of the time, they do go complete retard, as they just have done there. Trying a reverse layup for some reason in a lot of traffic. We're actually going to get the stop, and again, they're going to get the offensive board, but we get the stop for the second time with Bob Love. Very nice, and he is running inside. Well, he was. And then Chuck Person is wide open at the 3-point line, but they're going to strip the ball of us. This is going to be an absolute slogfest in this game, and then the AI is going to give away a foul. So fuck the gameplay, that's not important in this. I'll get the win, I'll get the dub. It's not going to be pretty, but we will get it done. So let's get into some comments. So from yesterday, let's just see if they make the free throw. They do. Right, first one of the day. So Caleb Estes, I believe that's how you say his name. If I butchered it, I apologise, but Caleb, we'll just call you that for now. Caleb says, how would you recommend locking in the current sets? I have all the silvers for the 30 teams. I want my MT free, but I wanted your opinion. I would definitely say now is the time to lock in sets, and I think you can get the majority of silvers for around 2,500 MT. You know, that's what I did on all of mine. How was Bob Sura just missed that lap? I do not know. Yeah, if you can snipe them, you don't have to snipe them in buy nows. You can get them on bids. Just make sure you're getting around the 2,500 MT mark for all of them. And you'll be sitting pretty with not much MT spent, but a lot of tokens from locking in all of these guys. Bob Sura is going to go inside, and again, what is happening with this offense? I mean, this is just embarrassing. This is why I just run that stupid quick through SCS play, because I just can't be bothered to play against the AI when they are playing like this. It is frustrating. It is just missing absolutely everything. These cards are obviously so juiced, being all Galaxy Opals and Pink Diamonds, and Bob Sura is going to slip that one through to Bob Love. So yeah, I definitely recommend locking in sets now. You know, I've done all of the ones that don't have amethysts in them, and I think that is the best thing to do. I don't think they're going to come down in price throughout the entire year. I'll be very, very surprised if any silvers go under 2,000 MT, yeah, like I said, throughout the entire year. So if you can get them for 2,500 MT, I would definitely recommend that, as Chuck Person gets a green light to go finally. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. Get your tokens, you know, lock it in where you can. Don't buy the amethyst, though. That is the only tier that I would say do not buy, because they are still very expensive and their price will continue to come down without a doubt. In my mind, without a doubt, it will come down. Right, Bob Love, go into the rim, and there we go. Again, 100% smothered. He's behind us. I don't understand that one, Chief. But anyway, we need to get the free throws because we need to get 10 of them to get the MT bonus at the end, which will make it a little bit easier for us to get the 815 MT we needed, or around that, because at the moment we are going to be nowhere near it if we keep playing how we do as we come to the end of the first quarter here. So next up, we've got a comment from my guy Zyrans, and he says, should I try to do 99 stars on Historic Domination, or should I get 33 and then do 99 stars on All Time? Personally, I'd say just get Historic out of the way. You know, it would annoy me not having done that one first, because obviously I could have skipped straight through to All Time Domination, but I thought, you know what, you're meant to go 2019, Historic, and then All Time. So that is the order that I'm going to do it in, and I'd recommend you do the same. You know, you might as well get the diamond card first, because if you go for that Sean Kemp and you get that Sean Kemp, you're going to be really unmotivated to actually go back and do the diamond Dale Ellis after you've got a pink diamond. So I think it makes sense to build up to it. You know, get the amethyst, then get the diamond, and then get the pink diamond. If you do it another way, yeah, like I said, you might find yourself struggling for motivation, especially as the rewards and the prizes you get aren't going to be as good. Obviously, they're the best in all-time domination, so going back to Historic, you might feel a little underwhelmed. So that is something to take note of. Next up, comment from Addison Kagan, who says, hoping for some good content drop on Friday and hoping the Spotlight has a good Evo to work and Slash isn't too expensive to complete MT-wise, as I am broke from completing heat checks. Yeah, if you've completed heat checks, you are going to be broke, my friend, because they were very, very expensive. And I really hope we get some good content on Friday as well. I'm really hoping that the Spotlight player we get is going to be actually a nice Evo card, one that isn't going to be a power forward for a start. That would be really nice. And one that isn't going to have ridiculous requirements. So yeah, I really hope it's going to be someone nice. I really hope that it isn't going to be too expensive to complete the set. But that is why we are doing all these Evos at the moment, to make sure we have enough MT if it is going to be really expensive. But like I said, hopefully it won't be. We're going to aim to have around 300 to 400k, and hopefully that should be enough to get all the players, especially after a couple of days, once the initial hype has worn down. But that first day is going to be very expensive because everyone's going to be wanting to get that magic. They're all going to be one of the first peoples, going to be wanting to be the first people to get it. So yeah, if you're going for that first day of that content drop, you're going to be looking to pay very, very high prices. Let's get this out to Chuck Person in the corner. That's kind of an open look. It is an open look, but he's going to brick it. And there we go. Bob Love with his takeover gives it to Chuck Person, who could have taken the wide over layup, but he didn't want to do that. But there we go. That is the Bob Love takeover showing up in nice effect there. Right, Chuck Person for three. It's a little bit deep, and he's bricked it. Of course he has. But yeah, the glass clean takeover, absolutely love it. Makes getting rebounds so much easier. And when you only need 200 with him, it's actually perfect to get them. I've been averaging like 15 to 20 a game, I'd say, because there have been some games where I haven't actually been focusing on him or getting the rebounds, and a couple of them have been in triple threat offline as well. And of course, in that game mode, you do not get anywhere near as many rebounds as you do in Domination. So moving on, we've got a comment from Jacob, and he says, just sniped Amy Bruce Bowen, just trying to evolve him, wondering if you have any tips for getting steals. This is tough, you know, getting steals is one of the hardest things to do. That's what's turned me off getting that Bruce Bowen, because 150 steals is no joke. We had to do it with Clyde Drexler, and looking back, I don't know how I had the motivation to do that, but I know I did that with the weekly challenges. So doing it on a lower difficulty is definitely going to be your friend. Do the weekly challenges because they are nice and easy. You do get some decent rewards for them. You know, you get the 6 tokens per completion of 5 games. I've completely fallen asleep there, but what a block that was from Bob Love. And Junior Bridgman should be able to take this one in, as he does. So yeah, do weekly challenges. Obviously, they're all on pro difficulty, which are nice and easy. Spotlight challenges as well. They come in on pro difficulty, and some of them are on rookie difficulty as well, if I can actually speak. So yeah, they're going to be the best ways to do it, and you should average around 5 to 10 steals per game. So not too bad. It's still going to take you a long time. Like, don't get it wrong. It's going to take you a long, long while to get him done. But the most I ever got in a game, I think, was about 15 steals. And that was back when I was doing Terrence Ross, I believe. So it is possible to get some really, really high amounts in games. But other games, you'll come away with like less than 5 because it can be frustrating. And what you want to do is what I'm going to do here with Junior Bridgman. You want to run across. And there we go. That is absolutely perfect. I can't believe that actually worked. First time of asking. And then Chuck Person greens the 3 as well. That was a lovely sequence. So yeah, whoever's coming up with the ball, you want to try and run diagonally into the ball and then just try and knock it free. It's not going to happen every time. Sometimes you'll get it. Like I said, you won't get it at all in the entirety of a match. But sometimes you'll be able to get it done like 3 or 4 times down on each possession. I've had it sometimes where I've done it 3 times in succession. So consecutively getting 3 steals, which is really nice. But then you can go a whole quarter without getting a single one. So it's extremely hit or miss. There's no real reason to it. You know, it is completely luck based if you manage to get it. And let's try and get something going here. I'm not entirely sure what's going on while I'm waffling on. My offense goes to absolute shit, but Bob Love has found himself free, and there we go. He's got a double-double in this one. So yeah, let's try it again. So AI, of course he's going to pass it off to Kobe. But yeah, after you've done that initial little square, not spamming it, but pressing it once as they are coming up the floor, you don't really want to be pressing it again because chances are you're just going to give away the foul. Getting steals in the open half court is a lot rarer than anything else. And there we go. We've got Junior Bridgman with a decent look for 3, and he's going to brick it. But that is going to be our ball, which is very nice. Next up, we've got a big comment from Andrew Chin here, so I will pause this while I read this one out. And he says, this is my first time playing my team, and I'm playing it offline mode, which is exactly what we're doing, pretty much. And I've been interested in just sniping and making coins, but I struggle to see what the point is of getting a God squad. What's the point of getting one, honestly? Is it just solely for 12-0 on Unlimited? you have a godly squad, but I don't even think I've seen you use it one time, and you said you're not using it for unlimited because you don't want to be matched up with other god squads. So end of the day, I don't really see the point in getting a great team, and just ultimately makes this game mode feel useless. And that is a really, really good comment. So massive shout out to you, Andrew. And I definitely agree with a lot of the points you've made there. I do have what you could consider, I guess, God Squad. You know, we've got diamonds, we've got pink diamonds in there as well. God damn, that is horrendous. What is these animations? So yeah, I've got that squad and I don't really use it. You know, I use this budget squad. I'm using this squad to Evo at the moment, but obviously that is to make MT. And yeah, even online, I do use that budget squad with the Sapphires. The majority of that reason does come down to the matchmaking. I am only just starting out in Myteam Unlimited. I've only played a couple of games this year. How has that play just not worked then? God damn this gameplay. Yeah, I have hardly played Unlimited this year, so I didn't want to go in and just get absolutely destroyed. So I want to make sure I had a little bit of a chance, which I actually gave myself, so I was pretty happy with that. And the squad I picked up did work quite well. So that is one of the reasons why, obviously, when I get a bit more confident, I will start using that diamond and pink diamond team in online. But for now, that is why I'm not. But yeah, basically, the point of getting a good team is just to play online, you know. And I don't know, it is nice. It's just a good feeling knowing that you've managed to pick up the best squads, the best players in the game without having to pay any money. Obviously, that is a great little lure to getting to motivation. But yeah, in general, like, there is no real point in God squads because you can beat them with budget squads. At the end of the day, 90 to 95% of this game is won on skill. If you don't have skill, you're not going to win. You can have the best team in the world, but if you don't know how to play the game, you are not going to be winning the game. So team makes a really small difference in the actual outcome of a game. And obviously, if you want to have the best squad and pay like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, you got to be good. Otherwise, you're still going to be losing, and you're still going to be pretty upset that all that money and all those players haven't got you to a winning position. So next up, we've got another comment from 100. So the first part of his name is written out, and then the second part is just 100. And he says you should try sniping. And yeah, you're right. I definitely should try sniping. But I just have not got the patience. Not going to lie. I barely have the patience to actually play through all these... do not shoot that, PJ Tucker. Barely have the patience to play through all of these Domination and Triple Threat offline games. So me having the patience to play or to snipe, I don't think I'll have. He's going to hit that PJ Tucker with some points. Good lad. But yeah, you can make a lot of MT by sniping. But yeah, I just do not have the patience. I don't know how people do it. And there's always going to be someone out there who's quicker than you, who's got quicker reactions. And if you miss one, if you're on there for like 10, 15, 20, half an hour minutes, on there for half an hour, and you only see like one card and you miss it, it's just so demoralising and really does test your patience. As Chuck person is going to go inside and he's going to get that layup to go, good lad. But at the moment, I think Evoing cards is going to be our way of making MT, and we're doing alright with it at the moment. If we can get these three guys Evoed, we're going to be making about 200k MT, which is a really, really nice amount, and it isn't going to take us too long, hopefully, to get all three of them done. Wow, a very late 100% smothered shot from Tim Duncan goes in. You've got to love it when that happens. For that reason, I'm going to do this play once more, just because the AI has just got super, super lucky there. That's what happens with these pink diamond players. They are just ridiculous, and they will hit everything. So I can totally understand if you guys are struggling with this final game, but off-balling on defense definitely helps. Obviously, I'm doing it with Bob Love, who's not the best defender. Like, if I wanted to go super try-hard mode, I'd have George Murasan down there, or Sean Bradley at the centre position. Of course, we've got PJ Tucker. He's an absolute liability, and we're still going to get the W in this one. Let's try and get another steal here with Junior Bridgman. We've only got one in this game, and that's what I mean. Some games you can get loads, other games you will get hardly any, and it will be quite frustrating. That's some great defense from Bob Love. He's been absolutely killing it in this game, and Junior Bridgman for three. It's a full white, and it's going to be a full brick. Of course, full whites this year, they really are something else, and they really do test your patience. That is, again, great defense from Bob Love. He's really nice on the defensive end, not going to lie. Right, Junior Bridgman, try another three. He's going to green that one. There we go. It's about damn time that he actually got a three-pointer to go down. Right, we've got another comment. Let me just make sure we're in possession. We're in position, and we weren't, of course. But the comment reads, it's from Jay Stunner, and he says, that Church person isn't getting evolved because it's a horrible card, and I don't believe anyone may buy or put a time in to evolve him since it doesn't belong in any collections. God damn, did they really just steal that while I was reading a comment? How rude. They get the score. The card itself is probably one of the worst to play with and trolled me so hard with false stats. So really not singing Chuck Person's well, praises really at all in that one. But we saw there's only one diamond up for 85k, so if we can get anywhere near that on our selling of him, I think that's going to be worth it. You don't need to do anything special with him. He is just 3-pointers, points, and games played. So in terms of the other Evos, it's actually a pretty easy one to get done, as we don't get another steal there. So yeah, it's pretty easy. You know, we've just got him in this squad at the moment. We're not using him at all. If he gets your 3-pointer here or there, that's great, but we're not focusing on him. We are just using him to get his game plays up. And obviously that's going to make it super easy come the later stages. Chuck Person open for 3. There we go. So we were just talking about him, and he's absolutely sold us a dream there, bricking the wide open corner 3-pointer, full white, but yeah, that's not going to go. So I guess that proves your comment right, Jason, that yeah, he sells pretty hard. I think that was a steal from Junior Bridgman, I believe, and then Chuck Person's going to come down, and he's going to get absolutely hacked by Kareem. I probably won't Evo him again. You know, I'll do it this one time, see what he sells as, see if I can make some decent profit. But hopefully, as the other comments have said, by Friday we should get some decent Evos that will hopefully sell for a little bit more MT. Right, next up in the comments, oh god, I'm miles out of position, get back Bob Love. And he's already got 14 rebounds, so he doesn't need any more for his Evo. We are already set, but I might as well keep off-balling on him because yeah, we don't have anybody else on the bench. Oh, wow, we've just been absolutely destroyed nearly there by Kobe. We've got a comment from my boy Max, and he says, bro, I'm struggling on historic domination. Any tips? Well, I'll definitely say having a centre would help, so don't put PJ Tucker there. That's not going to help you. But make sure you've got a massive presence down in the paint, even if it is an emerald card. Like, Sean Bradley is still an amazing card at this point in the game. How has he got his hand up that quickly then? How has that happened? Sean Bradley, Boban, you know, George Murasan, any of those guys, have them down in the paint, and the AI will not be scoring. And then just make sure you got good defenders elsewhere as well. What is this switch? This is absolutely horrible. And again, we nearly get the steal, but nearly is not enough against the AI. And that is a good defensive possession. There we go. Yeah, I'll absolutely love to see it. And yeah, off-balling on the AI, do it. You know, it doesn't matter. They don't have feelings. But how has that pass not got through then? How has that happened? And Scottie Pippen, wide open, is going to knock that one down. It's a 3-point game at the end of the third here. This has been absolutely horrendous. Not going to lie. But the easiest way to do it would, of course, just be spamming this play throughout the entire game. You're guaranteed to get a score every time down. I say guaranteed when we missed it once earlier in the game, but the majority of the time, you're going to be able to get it to go. Can we get this ball there? We can. We're going to get the... Wait, how? Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, majority of the time down, you're going to get a score, so if you are struggling on offense, just do that play every time. It will, of course, get a little bit boring and repetitive, but at the end of the day, if you just want to win, it's the easiest way to do it. Like, by far, it is the easiest way to do it. We've just left Magic wide open. He's bricked it, and we get the board with Bob Love. He's now on 22 and 15, so a bit of a beastly game for him. Another thing, I would definitely recommend taking all your timeouts to get your players' stamina. I'm not doing it because I am very, very lazy, but I would definitely recommend doing that. If you are struggling and you're not using a full 10-man rotation, if you're only using the starters like I am, you definitely need to be using all of your timeouts as we get another nice defensive possession there. Junior Bridgman is going to play that one inside. We are not going to take that with PJ. Get rid of that ball. Right, Chuck Person. I'd like to get a 3-pointer with him because we do need threes, but I'll take that with Bob Love inside, so pick and rolls obviously are going to be your friend. I don't really run many plays. I don't really know of any good plays this year other than the quick through STS. I really need to fix myself up on it before I go fully in online play. But for now, I'm just trying to run the fast breaks. We're trying to get a few easy buckets inside like we do there, which is very nice for Junior Bridgman. And yeah, that is how we are going about it. And obviously, Max, just comment, don't comment, well, yeah, comment, but just copy all of my settings I've got locked in, because I think they are the best for offense and for defense as well. So next up in the comments, we've got one from Camden Mitchell. Who do you recommend I use as my backup power forward for under 50,000 MT? Amethyst KG is starting for me. At the backup power forward, I'd recommend Sapphire Porzingis. You know, I really would. That card is so good. He's 7'3". How is that only 57% covered? I do not know. 7'3". He's got a great release. He's got a good 3-pointer on him as well, of course. And he is, you know, he's pretty good on the defensive end. He's got a great block. And obviously that height is just so important this year in the game. That's probably going to be another steal. It's not. I wanted to drive and lay up, didn't get it, but at least it is only going to be a jump ball. So yeah, Sapphire Porzingis, I would definitely recommend him. Next up, we got a comment from Amari Anderson, I believe that's how you say your name. If it's not, let me know down below. And he says, everybody is on 100 or higher wins in Triple Threat Offline, and I just hit 60. Well, my friend, it is an absolute grind. Do not compare yourself to others. You will soon get very depressed at how far through other people are, because I know a lot of people that have completed it already, a lot of people that are over 500. And yeah, I'm only on 200, not even 200 yet, coming up to 200. And yeah, it's going to take me a long time before I'm anywhere near the top of the board. Right, moving on in the comment section. I've got so many from you guys, so I really do appreciate that. We've got one from HSHS. So, yeah, interesting name there, my friend. And he says, I need a backup small forward in my lineup for under 40,000 MT. Who do you recommend? And I recommend the Sapphire, no, not Sapphire, the Amethyst Terrence Ross. That card is an absolute beast. Still one of my favourite cards that I've used through the entirety of this year. I absolutely love it. How is that not a steal? I don't know. Yeah, absolutely love that card. He was so much fun to use, so much fun to evo. And that's the thing, you can play with him, enjoy him, and evo him at the same time, and then hopefully sell him off for a bit of profit. So definitely, Amethyst Terrence Ross is a guy you need to be adding into your squad. Has that really just happened? Like, god damn, that has never happened against any of the other players or like squads that we've faced. Of course, it's going to be happening today. Bob Love, can he just get past? Oh my god, the amount of steals they've got this game has been absolutely so frustrating. It's ridiculous. The passes that they just bullet in, they just do a little loop pass that makes it or gives them plenty of opportunity to get the steal. And again, just somebody tell me why. Tell me why Bob Love wouldn't just take that up and dunk the ball down. I do not understand. And suddenly this is a 2-point game. And even using this cheese play, which I don't think I've done too much this game, to be fair. I have just been trying to play the game and read comments and not really been concentrating too much. Let's take a look at how much MT we got in the top right. We do have 464, so we should have plenty enough to get us through and get the 800 or so that we need for completing the game. Again, how is that not a steal? The ball has literally gone through my legs. But again, this is why, like I said, when you're going for steals, you need to be doing it on a lower difficulty, and especially not against diamonds and pink diamonds, because they are just going to cheese the fuck out of you, and you will get very annoyed. So we're coming through to the end of the game right here, and we're on to the last question of the video. So massive shout out to you guys. You've given me comments to talk through the entirety of this game, so that's pretty mad. So yeah, if you want to comment read out and you want some advice on anything, just leave it down below and I'll get to it in tomorrow's video as I get a score there with MJ. And it's from Tim Van Wixel, something like that. Sorry if I butchered your name, which I probably have. And he says, I have a question, which is of course why I'm reading it out. And he says, I am from the Netherlands, so big shout out to you watching from there. Oh, that's going to be a turnover. It's not. Wow, I'm so lucky. I live in the Netherlands and I cannot access the auction house because of the gamble laws. And I have Amethyst, Channing Frye and Ruby KG, so who do you think is better? Well, I actually don't have that Channing Frye. I didn't get him when he was on the Triple Threat online boards. And of course, he was only there for one day and we have never seen him since. Again, which is just ridiculous. 2K did a great thing once. Everyone loved it, and they thought, you know what, we're not going to do that anytime ever again. So yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, working without the auction house, that is pretty impressive, man. Like, obviously in Holland and the Netherlands, they have those gambling laws, and I think they have them in Belgium as well, which makes it so you can't access the auction house. You know, that is part of their regulations over there, which is, of course, very interesting, and it is something that might be shipped out to other countries as well. So 2K will obviously have to factor that in to future releases. But yeah, so who would I recommend out of Amethyst, Channing Frye and Ruby KG? I'll probably say Kevin Garnett, just because you can, of course, evo him up to an Amethyst level. Oh, this is horrendous. Bob Love, what are you doing, my friend? Can we just get this play to work, please? I just want to get the win in this game. There we go. Yeah, I definitely recommend KG because you can evo him up. And when he gets to that Amethyst level, he becomes an absolute god. Gets those rebound chaser at Hall of Fame. Gets another Hall of Fame badge as well. He can knock down the three-pointer and has actually got some speed. That Channing Frye stays slow as shit throughout the entirety of his evo. So I definitely recommend going for KG out of the two of them. So that is it for the comments of the day. And we are into the last. We've got 28 seconds left in this one. Bob Love's had a monstrous game, 36 and 17 for him. In terms of the quality of the gameplay, I can only apologise, guys. Playing against these offline guys, yeah, they do not hold back in terms of the cheese. But there we go. That is some nice defensive play from Bob Love with his takeover. And now we are into garbage time because they are just going to hack us down when we inbound this. And there we go. So we'll shoot some free throws to end this one. I'll catch you guys at the end screen. So there we go, guys. That is the end of the game. It was an 8-point victory in the end because they just started hacking away. And there you go. You can see the bonuses there. So 79% from the free throw line. That multiplies nicely, and that should give us plenty of MT. 1,151, and as you saw by the gameplay, it was a god-awful game. So usually I average about 80 to 90 points because the majority of the time I do run that quick through SCS play. But of course for today I was trying to do a few other things, you know, run the fast break a bit more than I usually do, run a few pick and rolls like I usually do, and just try and run to the rim, which is of course the meta this year. But there we go, that is Domination done. And there we go, 342 tokens in the top right hand corner. So we get 5, we get 8, and then we get 10 I believe, and we get to go ahead and get ourselves a Diamond Dale Ellis, which is fantastic. There he is, 93 rated. Shooting guard / small forward. Wow, I almost couldn't speak there. And there we go. 99 stars on 2 out of the 3 dominations. We are making some fantastic progress this year. And why do we not have to unpack Dale Ellis, right? So for the Cliff Robinson and the Mahmood, and all 4 of these guys, we have to unpack them. But for a diamond card, we don't even get to see the animation. So that kind of sucks. But here he is. So Dale Ellis coming in at 6'7", 3 Hall of Fame badges, steady shooter, that's not great, but at least he's got it on Hall of Fame at least. Catch and shoot, corner specialist, really, really nice. In terms of the gold badges, contact finisher, very good indeed. Quick first step, that's good. Deadeye, green machine, hot zone hunter, range extender, slippery off ball. Didn't have quick draw, I don't believe. I didn't see quick draw there, no, so that's a little bit depressing. But in terms of his stats, 88 driving layup, 96 3 ball, 90 mid-range, 82 ball control. Not the best defensively, actually really poor defense, and not the best speed either. But it is another diamond to add into our best squad. And now we have a full starting 5 and bench and reserves of diamond players, which is kind of ridiculous. I will get a gameplay with this squad, but I need to make MT, and Evo in cards is the best way to do it at the moment. So Bob Love, his rebounds are done. He's over 500 points. Fantastic. Junior Bridgman up to 38 steals now, and then we just need points with him, and then Chuck Person needs 3 pointers. So it's all coming together really, really nicely. Bob Love still selling for quite a bit of MT. Let's take a look at his pink diamond, and there we go. There's a bid on that for 100k already, so we're going to be making bank when we get him sold. Chuck Person, we've had a look. There's only one of him up as a diamond, and then Junior Bridgman coming in as a diamond as well, and he's selling for about 40k. So we're not making much profit off Bridgman, but he is pretty easy to do. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. It was a long one, a lot of comments read out, but I hope you guys did enjoy. So as usual, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.